Oh, all right. Welcome, everyone. Just realized I was on mute. I haven't done this in such a while that can't believe I did that. Such a rookie mistake. That being said, I'm happy to be back. I'm looking to doing this every day again, if not every day, at least a few days out of the week. So without further ado, we'll just go ahead and make some calls. Today, I'm going to go hunt for some gold, some hidden gems. So what I mean by that is I've been buying a good amount of leads the last 30, 60 days. And so I need to go back to a lot of these to see who are still looking to sell, who's still raising their hands. Perhaps some of these guys have gone under contract before. And so now it's just hopefully they didn't perform and we can pick up some of these deals. So let's go ahead and make some calls here. All right, so this guy was the wrong number. All right, that guy never answers. Oh, let's talk to Candace. Hi, Ray. Good morning.
06562.
What? Well, I am nationwide, but I do got target Ohio a lot, Texas, Florida, a little bit of Alabama. I have like 35 different counties where other TU members do a lot of dispo in those areas, and I also have some buyers in certain areas as well. So I target those, but pretty much nationwide, as long as it makes sense, as long as the numbers make sense. I think I texted this one before. What is her number?
7065623 is not available.
Hey Candice, good morning. Caesar here. Hope all is well. Hope you had a great weekend. Just wanted to see if you had called the title company, if you did what I asked you to do, or suggested, I should say. Hopefully you got that taken care of. Let me know if you need anything, okay? All right. Shoot her a text. All right, let's see.
Please leave a detailed message. Hello.
Hey, it's George.
This is George.
George, good morning. It's Caesar. How are you, my friend?
Who is this?
This is Caesar. You and I spoke, oh gosh, about a month and a half ago about your property out in Purvis on 6th Street.
Yes.
You and I had a great conversation. I was worried about you, my friend. I thought you went in the hospital or something.
I have been more than a minute old. Yes.
All right, everything okay?
Yeah, we're was still waiting to find that out, but you know what? I'm moving, and I guess I'm still above ground, and I'm not in the hospital, so yeah, doing good.
That's good. That's good to hear, my friend. I actually reached out to your son a couple of times. I just sent him a text. So I was like, hey, man, like praying for your dad. Hopefully everything's okay. Because I know the last time you spoke with me, you know, you mentioned you had a couple of doctor appointments and you explained your situation. So when you ghosted me, I was like, that doesn't sound like George, you know, because we had such a great conversation that time.
I remember you well now. Yes.
You do? Okay, great. So yeah, I mean, we were gonna get an agreement to purchase the house. Obviously, it's been a month and a half, so just want to see if anything changed. Are you still looking to sell? What's going on?
You know, I believe as I spoke to you before, we had a delightful conversation. When it comes to business, I change gears. When I'm business, when we're just having general conversation, I have general conversation. And, you know, I believe I told you the same thing and I've told everyone. And it's like, you know, I'm not pressured to do anything. And then the main reason, if I was to do anything, would be to get into a smaller house with less upkeep as far as land goes, and just take off some of the stress and the stuff, and then mainly get closer to the grandchildren.
That's right. Yep.
And then, you know, looking at today's economy and the way things are going up, you know, every company has to make, and we all understand, the return on their investment. Your company, my business, when I had it, every company just, so without that, there's no tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So when folks call me in reference to this home, and I just repeatedly repeat the same thing, and that is, look, everything, I've always lived my life. Everything's for sale except for the wife and the dog.
Yes, right. That's right.
And now I gotta add grandchildren. But the price, everything. But you know, and then I understand you guys' market, what you do, and you know, I know you guys have to invest and make a profit. But in the same note, me, I gotta be. I have a want to move, and during the process, what's really put a halt to my looking is because all these doctor visits. In fact, my great significant other to my left over there just told me this morning, you got a doctor appointment coming up on Wednesday. I said, cancel. I'm tired of running to the doctor. And I got other things to do. But at the end of the day, I'm just simply, I think when we spoke, you said something about what you're looking for or something. And I said, you put me together an offer, and then I can tell you where we can go from there. You know, because I got a number in my head, and then my number might be way out of your number, out of your range, to where it would be, you know, be entertaining for you, and then again, maybe my number won't be.
Yeah, and George, maybe, and I know it's been a while since we spoke, so you probably forgot, but we're way past that. You and I agree. We didn't sign anything, but we had a lengthy conversation, and I ran the numbers with you. And the only reason why you stayed on the phone with me for that long, because we talked for about 45 minutes or so, was because you said I was Yeah, you're like, I'm not like the others, right? Because everyone else was lowballing, and I explained everything to you before we even, talked about numbers, and you're like, hey, like your numbers make sense. And so
why don't you do me and you a favor and give me the Reader's Digest version of that conversation, that way I can remember.
Yeah,
It'll come back to me.
The Reader's Digest was that we agreed on 105. Just because of the way the market is, as far as how much I can sell it for after I remodel it. And so, at that point, you're like, hey, 105 is definitely, it's something that you were interested in. It's not like the others who were lowballing you. I explained to you, the rehab cost, and you agreed with me on it because you know your numbers. You agreed on how much I can sell it for. I mean, I pretty much use your numbers to come up with that number of 105.
And I don't remember discussing. Let me restate that way I'm accurate and not misleading you. I remember discussing numbers. I just don't remember what they were now that you brought that up. And me just listening to you, I can tell you that number is probably a doable number. I just gotta, that way I know for sure. I just gotta get off because I keep notes on everything. So I know if we spoke on that, which I know we did. I remember your voice. I remember speaking to you for over an hour. And in fact, you're the only person I've ever given that much time to be honest with you.
That's exactly what you said. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
And so I will take, when I get off this phone here, I'll take some time, go back to my little notes, and I'll rerun some numbers, and then it'll be up to you to tell me when and how far, and then I can tell you, how doable we can do it, how quick, because I'm not in a rush.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, just let me know what your thoughts are and where you want to go. So I want to make sure that you're comfortable and confident with it too. You know what I mean? Like I want to make sure that you have a place to stay. And I know you guys were thinking of, I think your son and your grandchildren may be moving to a different place. So there was a lot of ifs when we were talking.
Well, I got that out of the way now. I got one that is going to move to Austin, and he's going to expand the business to Austin, Texas, and which is, from a business perspective, it's the right thing for him to do with his line of work. And then my other son is not moving at all. He's going to stay here and keep the Mississippi, Florida, Louisiana market open.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can't be in two places at one time.
Yeah.
So that opened me up to moving closer to the son that's going to be here. That'll have two of my grandchildren out of the three. And then the one that's in Austin, he'll make trips here, and I'll just have to make some trips there, I guess. But, like I told them, I said, you guys have a life to live. And you got 28 and 31, people are dropping dead today before 65. So, half your life is almost over. So push the pedal to the metal, get going, retire early, enjoy life, and just don't let life manage you, you manage it. And I told him, I said, you gotta go to Austin, you gotta go. You don't put your life on hold for your daddy.
Yep.
We will always find a way to see each other. And at the end of the day, that's what any parent brings a child in the world. They want to be successful, so you encourage them to do what they got to do that, and not worry about you. Just it's like, well, it's not gonna be the same without you being right there. Just talking about, don't worry about all that. Your dad had to do it to his mom and dad, and I had to make life for y'all, and now it's your turn to do it to me. It's okay. So actually, your phone call came in at a perfect time because we were just sitting down here talking this morning and just wondering about what we're gonna do. But at the end of the day, back to what you said earlier about remodeling and doing things. If we were to make a deal on this house, I'll be honest with you, there isn't much you would have to even do. I mean, it would depend on what you're gonna do with it, or what you're gonna if you're gonna just flip it, then probably little. If you're gonna rent it, probably little. If you're gonna keep it, because you come to the coast a lot to go to casinos and so forth and so on, then you might want to update some things and do some things. But honestly, just flip it. I don't consider myself to be a rocket scientist in real estate, but I've learned enough of it. And I would say let's invest in it and flip it to make money, a quick profit. Very little would have to be done to the place. So, I'll be more than glad to take current pictures and send it to you.
Yeah, I think that's where we left off. Was you were supposed to send me some pictures just so that I can get a better idea of its current condition, because I can see the outside, right, but the inside is what's important. And from my previous conversation, I do remember there's not much that needs to be done. That being said, by the time I sell it on the market, I do have to make it look 2024. You know what I mean? Because someone's going to buy and they want that new house feel to it. And you do have a pretty big house. I mean, it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, right? Or is it 2-1? Trying to remember.
Well, you got 4. What's about? Hold on 1 minute. What's about? What? Well, I'll have to go see what's going on. Okay, so anyway, I'll have to get what you said. She came out the laundry room like I've seen months or something. But what was you saying when an occurrence happens?
No, I was just saying that I do need to see the pictures because I need to get a better idea of its current condition. Because at the end of the day, it's not a distressed property. I get it; it's structurally sound, but I still got to make it look 2024 by the time I sell it. 2025 now, actually. You know what I mean? So there's still it's not a great amount, but it's still a good amount that I need to put in there because it's 1,400 square feet, if I'm not mistaken.
I remember me and you having that conversation, and I remember me being very transparent about it. I said, in my opinion, 20 to 30. That's exactly what I figured.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm still thinking I'm 100% right there.
That's what I have on there. I have it as 30,000 for rehab.
But basically, what originally when I purchased the home, it had 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, and a kitchen / dining / den room area on the upper level, and then downstairs it had a stairway going down. 6, it's like a 5-level. It's like 6 steps going down, and then they had another room off to the right of the steps. At the end of the steps was the front of the house. where the front door was. They had French doors right there. And then to the right was a big long room with a fireplace and an opening compartment to under the house where, you know, you wanted to store stuff or anything, there's concrete under there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ever need to get to a plumbing, or they also got a room underground for like a tornado shelter. And so currently right now, where that carport was in the front now is technically a bedroom and an office. So you got, and then what I did is I put in a half a bath to the left of the stairway going down, and you'll see them in pictures. And then there's another full bath in the back of the very back of the downstairs. And then there's also a sink back there and a little plug area in case you down there you want to make coffee or something. You don't have to come upstairs because you got a little kitchenette down there. And that was pretty much the house. So what I added to it was the 2 bathrooms and then the two rooms.
Yeah. Well, why don't we do this? I mean, I know you're still not 100% sure about the move or whatnot. Save my number on your phone for now, George, and then what I can do is maybe touch base with you every 2 weeks or every month, and then when you're ready. Because the thing is, the number that I threw at you last month, it's actually almost 2 months now. Because I still remember I was in the hospital with my mom at that time. You know, market changes. You know what I mean? So I have to recomp every time we talk so that I can get the right numbers. Because the last thing I want to do is give you a number and then now I'm gonna have to back down on it. So I think the next step right now is if you can send me some pictures, that would be great. And then 2, let's figure out like what's best for you and your wife. And if you guys want to move in the next 30, 60 days, then we can get an agreement, because, you know, that's good enough for me, right? But if we're going to look at 90, 120 days, obviously market changes, comps can go in your favor or it can go against you. You know what I mean? And so I want to make sure that we pinpoint the timeline, so in that way, when I throw a number, it's a solid number. Does that sound fair?
Sounds fair enough to me.
All right, brother. You think you can send over those pictures sometime today or this week?
I'm going to get them to you before 5 p.m. today, Central Time.
All right, my friend. You can send them over to, this is my personal cell, so you can send them to me on this one.
I got you. Thank you very much.
All right, George. Hey, man. Not worse, but at the absolute least, I just want to tell you, I'm so happy to hear your voice, brother, because I thought the worst happened, and I had such a great conversation with you the last time we spoke. So I'm glad you're doing well.
Believe it or not, me too. Thank you very much. Look forward to sending them pictures to you, and we'll see where we go from there.
All right, brother.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Tejas, how you doing, man?
Good, brother. Hey, it's actually Tejas. Yeah.
Oh, Tejas. I apologize.
It's
Tejas.
okay. Everybody keeps saying that. I
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
to change my name in the Tejas in the bracket, Te-Jas, right? So,
Yeah. Cool, man. Well, thank you for hopping on here.
Awesome.
I think this might be your first time hopping on, right?
The first time ever, I think, to any StreamYard. So I was just trying to see how this works. So, okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Nice. Have you ever done StreamYard before or no?
No, not really. Yeah. Mostly
Okay,
Zoom.
cool.
Yeah.
So we'll do something quick. So if let's say you're on the phone with a seller and you need help, or let's say you just want, like, hey, let's get a second set of eyes on here. So go to the private chat, and that's where you want to drop the address.
Got it. Okay, I see.
Don't do it in the comments, because then that would be broadcasted because we're live. So
got it. Okay.
Yeah, comments are more for the viewers. Private chat would be between us. If you like, hey, like, like have a second set of eyes on this, then I'll just make your life a little bit easier because then you can just focus on the motivation and not so much on the comping part.
Got it.
One of the things that would help, you don't necessarily have to do this, but if you have like AirPods or a headset or a headphone, so what you can do is if you look on settings, if you're looking at prop stream, if you go on settings, you click audio, you can choose your mic to be your desktop or if you have a microphone, and then your speaker can be your AirPods. So the reason why I'm saying that is because right now, if I'm on the phone with a seller, you can talk, the seller won't hear you because I'm only hearing you on my ear.
Yeah. So probably let's do that.
Yeah. And also one last thing, do you call from the desktop or do you call from your cell phone?
I call from the desktop.
You call from the desktop?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. If you call from the desktop, then what you want to do is you want to present. So you want to share your screen. I can hide it, but when you share your screen, it'll tell there'll be a toggle to say share audio, so you can share the audio. So that's the only way we can hear the seller. Otherwise, we can only hear you, but not the seller. So that's why I call out of my phone, and then I just put it on speakerphone.
Got it. Because I'm in Canada, my number will show up as international.
Yeah.
So that's why it will just less resistance, right? That's why I use like Go High Level and
well, I mean, because you have a Go High Level mobile app. So I still use Go High Level, but I just call out of my mobile app.
Oh, okay. And you find the connection pretty good, yeah?
Yeah, well, at least where I'm at. So I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So whatever's easiest for you, just want to kind of like give you like kind of like the lay of the land. If you want to keep doing the desktop, just go for it, and then just have you in your ear, because you can just keep. I always tell people whenever they hop on, like, don't let this slow you down from your daily activities.
Yeah.
Right. So just because I'm on the phone doesn't mean you have to listen. I mean, if you want to, go ahead. But if you want to pick up the phone, then go ahead. I can always mute you, and then I'll be on. And then if you're on, then I'll mute myself. I'll still make phone calls, and then I'll just unmute myself when you're done.
Got it.
You know what I mean? So don't worry about the controls. I'll take care of that since there's only two of us.
Got it. Makes sense. Yeah. So if we are on the phone and I'm also on the phone, the best way to, I guess, mute you would be just telling you then, letting you know.
Yeah, I just put it on private chat. I'll probably hear it because I have you on here. So I'll probably mute myself. Pretty much whoever gets on the phone first gets the stage, right? So like,
I see.
Like if you're on the phone and you're talking to a seller, I'm not gonna butt myself in just because my seller answered. Yeah. I'll just talk to the seller behind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you got the stage until you're done. When you're done, then I'll unmute myself.
Got it.
And then if I'm still talking to that seller, then it'll just pick up from wherever we're at that point.
Got it. Okay, makes sense.
The same thing with you. Like if you hear me now, if I'm just leaving a voice message, or if I'm like, hey, let's open the contract so I can go over it from top to bottom, and you get on a phone with a seller, then obviously yours would trump that because yours is a seller call, which mine is just doing the contracting.
Makes sense. Okay. No, perfect.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
What part of Canada are you in?
I'm in Vancouver. Yeah.
I didn't know you were in Canada, dude.
Yeah, I'm in Vancouver. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So you ever link up with Claude and his team?
Yeah, I spoke to Claude initially when I saw after he joined, so just had a quick call, and it was great. He's a great guy, and
cool.
Yeah. How about whereabouts are you, Caesar?
California.
Oh, nice. Whereabouts in California?
LA.
Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let me put this on. Now I look like I work in a call center. All right. So since we both are in the PST time zone, let me ask you this. So do you normally call Like, what's your ideal time to start calling? Like, or it doesn't matter, just whenever you're available?
Usually I start like at 5 o'clock in the morning. But I
Calling
have like
5 o'clock in the
yeah,
morning?
yeah. Well, I'm
Wow.
calling Florida.
Okay, all right, that's awesome.
They're 3
Okay.
hours ahead, right? So
Yeah, so 8
5:15
a.m.
a.m. So
Oh,
8:15
right.
a.m. over there.
And
Um,
you have some good conversations at 8 in the morning?
yeah, bro. Like
Really?
I get the most. Right now I have my team, so like I'm actually
Yeah.
doing a lot of training in the morning,
Yeah.
which takes away from my calling time.
Yeah.
But a lot of times when I get a contract in, I get a contract before anyone wakes up in California.
Wow, that's awesome. It's freaking cool.
Because I mean, if you think about it, like a lot of these people still work.
Yep,
They're gonna pick up their phone on their way to work while they're
that's
getting
true.
ready.
That's true.
Like
Yeah.
you call them 3 times at 10 o'clock. Well, they can't pick up because they're working.
Yeah.
So I like calling them outside of working hours.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try calling some people too now. Okay.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Awesome. I'll mute myself.
This person is
Forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 8.
By the way, for those that are listening, I'm calling this just a property lead that I got. It was a nationwide for $30. And for anyone that's watching, if you guys want to try. Hello, is this Angela? Hey, Angela, good morning. My name is Caesar. I spoke with John Craig about you guys' property on Blackstone. Angela, can you hear me? Hello? Angela, you there?
You've been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 86022.
Call dropped. Let's see. Is that
Has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Alfred, good afternoon. Caesar here. Hope all's well, man. We spoke about your property on Maury Street. I want to see if you're still looking to sell that. We had a pretty lengthy conversation, and I know you need to talk to your lawyer, so give me a call when you get this. Thanks. Tom, Christine. What happened here? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Please leave your message for
Sounds good. Hey, bro, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Caesar?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. The call ended really quickly. He's like, "Can you just send someone?" I was like, "He's like, yeah. If you're not gonna come in, I don't have time." How do you handle something like that?
What was that?
So seller is like, "Yeah,
Oh,
hey, I
if,
want to sell it," but it's like, "Hey, I don't have time. Like, if you want to buy it, like, just send someone. I don't have time otherwise."
great. I'll buy your neighbor's house instead. Goodbye.
Okay, I see.
I mean, I mean, it's gonna happen. You know that, right? Like, it's
Yeah.
just, it is what it is. It's like, hey, man, like, if I'm gonna write you a check, I need some information,
Yeah.
and I'm not driving there. It's wasting my time if you're not giving me any information.
Yeah.
It's
So
like, what do you do? Like when you buy a car, don't you go online first to see if there's a car that you want? Once you see the car that you want, then you go drive over there.
yeah.
Okay. Well, you don't have your house online, so talk to me, dude.
Yeah. Makes sense. Educate them, right? So like,
I mean, it's not even educating them at that point. That's
telling them.
yeah. It's like, bro, like if you're gonna write me, how much does he want for it?
He didn't even say anything like that. He's like, "Hey,
Oh, then yeah, then
yeah,
I think who was it? Is it Joey Dirte? I mean, he's like, it's like, dude, I'm not buying oranges and apples here at a grocery store. I'm buying a house. Like, I need to know what's up.
yeah,
You
makes
know?
sense.
Yeah. Hey, can you hear me, by the way?
I can, yeah.
Oh, that's weird. I don't know why it's doing that.
Why?
All right. Hold on for a second. I think this might be a personal call, so I'll mute myself. No, because it's supposed to mute when I mute the microphone. It's supposed to mute the whole thing, but I guess it doesn't. So I would have to mute on the. Oh, John. It was John. John.
Yes.
Good afternoon. It's Caesar. I got a missed call from you.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. How are you?
Good. Did you get? I sent you a text. Did you get it?
Yeah, you sent me a text to call Angela.
Yeah.
Yep. So I sent her I called her today, but our call dropped. So I just sent her a text message saying that I spoke with you before.
Yeah.
It sounds like she's
expecting your call.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if she hung up on me or our call dropped, but I sent her a text after. I figured she'd call back. If not, I'll call her back later.
She was working until 1:30 Eastern time, and she said she was going to start returning phone calls.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just wait for her call. Cool. Thanks, John.
I'll let her know that you're calling her too.
Awesome. Thanks, John. Appreciate
All
it.
right, buddy. Yeah, bye.
Okay. Oh, that's right. That's who I was supposed to call.
What up, Caesar?
Steve, my man. You're
Yo.
live on YouTube, by the way. I'll make this quick. Hey, dude, I spoke with a seller who has his property on the market. It's in Pacific Beach, and someone pretty much pitching him a Morby method, and he's like, I don't mind. He's like, he doesn't mind the Morby method, but he just wants the guy to have some skin in the game. So even if it's a small down payment, and so I don't really know a whole lot about Morby method, and I mean this is more of your wheelhouse. So do you mind if I send you the address and the notes that he gave me on what the offer that he's getting, and then you can let me know if it's something that you and your team would like to pick up.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't like.
You wouldn't do that, or you wouldn't?
Probably not. I mean, it's the Morby method, bro. It's like it's a mixture of how you're obtaining financing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, for me, I'm not even messing around with that anymore.
Okay.
Number one thing for me was, and just like a lot of people, right? So you got to niche down and decide what you're doing.
Yep.
It's not what I'm doing right now.
Got it. It's not the headache that you want.
Nope, I don't even want to fuck with that. And either way, if it turns out that I don't mind looking at it, right? Because if it is a good deal, dude, people will buy it all day. I just won't buy it.
Yeah. So if you don't mind, if you can take a quick look at it for me.
Yeah, of course, dude. I got you, man.
I kind of stay away from the creative, unless it's a seller finance. Then I mean, any creative, I like to keep it as simple as possible. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. Yeah, seller finance. I would rather just live my life with seller finance.
Yep.
Depending on what the property is. Like I love some too, but I know why you're saying what you're saying.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
All right. Cool. So I'll send it to you right now. And then it's on Zillow too, so you can look at all the pictures and everything. Everything's.
That's cool. Yeah. Are you locking this up? This student of yours or something?
No. This one I'm direct to seller on this one. It's just I know like if it's a cash deal, it won't work at that number. On a sub 2 deal, I really don't want to do anything with it. Like if you know someone that will pick this up, like to be honest with you, man, I don't even want to be part of the HUD if it's a sub 2 deal.
Is it an apartment or a condo? What'd you say?
It's a single family, but can easily be turned into a duplex because it's 2 stories.
Okay, yeah, I'll check it out, man.
Yeah.
Is it locked up already?
No, not at all. Because I'm like, I didn't even know where to start when it came to the Morby method. I was just like, let me just see if this would even make any sense. So if you want, and let me know. If you say, hey, no, this is not a deal, then I don't want to spend time on it. If you're like, hey, this can be a deal at this number, then I'll try to get it at that number and kind of just go from there.
Yeah, dude. I'll just take a quick look, dude.
Yeah,
no
please.
worries.
Appreciate it, man.
Sounds good.
All right, thanks, bud.
Okay, man.
Bye.
Later.
All right. Sent to Steve. Oh, you know who else?
Hey,
Let's see. What do we have? So that's offers made. Contract sent, Candace.
Hey, bro, are you on call?
No, what's up?
Oh,
Yeah, what's up?
my sound settings are.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Ages. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah. Hey, awesome. Yeah, I was just talking to a seller. We're just trying to. Her concern was she don't want to put a lockbox in, and she's like, I can do it, but you need to. I don't want to give you 30 days. She's like, let me in, let me know in max like 10 to 15 days if you guys gonna buy it or not. I was like, yeah, that's fair. Like, maybe.
Yep.
So she's like, yeah, we can still close in 30 days, but I don't want you to hold on to my property for. I was like, yeah, that's completely okay.
Yep.
So I think we just decided on that. Offer wise, if I drop the address in the private chat, do you want to give me your inputs?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Unless you're busy right now. Yeah.
No.
I just put it in there.
What do you need to know on this one?
What
The
do you-
ARV?
Yeah, no, ARV I have on my sheet is close to 145. On Zillow, it says 2 bed, 1 bath, but it's actually technically 3 bed, 2 bath because I think they did some uh, renovations at some point. I think looks like it. The seller is saying like house is pretty decent, doesn't need a lot of work, and I think some of the work she mentioned was some fixing in the roof and a couple other things. Uh, so the rehab estimate, uh, I kept it at 30, but after today's call, I feel like I need to maybe be a little bit more.
How much does the seller want for it?
Seller was initially asking 95. Now she's agreed to 84.
Mm,
So it looks like
uh,
not a great.
ARV. I'd say ARV on it is 130.
130.
Yeah, between 120 and 140. So
Okay,
let's
so it's not
see.
gonna be good. Okay.
Um, basements unfinished. I mean, this sucker got sold for 139. 3027 Jackson Avenue.
Yeah, yeah, that's how I base my one
Yeah,
because this is
let's
like
see.
our lot is a little bit bigger and
And he's
sorry,
and
the
that
square feet,
and
sorry,
that
3 bed 2 bath, yeah.
yeah, that guy has a seller. I mean, the guy has 2 properties, and the other one is 121 on Jackson Avenue as well. This guy has 3 properties.
When you say the guy has 3 properties, where are you looking at?
PropStream.
Under.
So when I look at when I see a like a comp that I like, then I
Yeah.
just click on details for that address, so it pulls
Okay.
up on the next page.
Okay.
And then you know, like on PropStream, it shows like the what are the tabs? The under property details, right? It says property details, comparables, demographics, tax info, link properties.
Link properties. Okay, I see. All right.
Yeah. So when you look at link properties, you can see how many properties does that comp own.
Got it. Okay.
So I look for that because then now you can you might be able to look at some of these other properties that got sold for like 40,000. Okay, so then now that 40,000, I look at the pictures. Obviously, this is an end buyer. I'm sure you know which one I'm talking about, the one on Askew Avenue. Dude, that's your biggest buyer.
How do you know that? Sorry.
So do you see number 8, the 8th comp, 3019 Askew Avenue?
Askew Avenue. Yeah, yeah. So click on the details on that. You mean?
Yeah, so click on that. Click on the details.
And do you look at the MLS sold or public record sold, or it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter to me.
Got it. Okay.
Now go click details and then go click on link properties.
Link properties.
Look how many properties that guy has.
45. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
That's your buyer.
Nice. Okay, I see what you did. Okay. And then how do you pull up his details? Just from PropStream and you run comp or?
To find his information.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So then either I would go on. I have Investor Base. I'm hoping that it would be on Investor Base or Investor Lift, or I could just skip trace it off PropStream.
Got it. Okay. Okay, so you're seeing what kind of property he's buying and how much he's paying for. So that gives you a really good idea, right? So.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's another one that sold for 88. That's a 3-1 as well. What type of so she's okay at 84?
She's okay, minimum 84.
But what type of rehab is it?
So I don't have pictures or anything, but from what she told me, she's like, this is a house that her mom used to live and she took really good care of, and like a lot of things like that. And she's like, doesn't need too much work. and she's also, that's why also very careful that she don't want random people going in. She's like, "Hey, I don't want to put lockbox in. We will have somebody show it, open it for you every time, things like that." Uh, so it sounds like maybe
It's going to be a full rehab.
full rehab.
Yeah.
think
Well,
so?
so my question is, when was the last time she did any remodeling?
It's been a while. Remodeling, yeah.
Well, you're assuming, or she said that?
Yeah, she said that. So her nephew lives in that property every, like, whenever he's in the town and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, so I guess my questions, because here's the thing, and I'm glad that you're bringing this up, because we've got viewers on right now. Like, people will always say, "Oh no, it's livable," or not livable, but it's good. It doesn't need much rehab.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Seller, let's just say Jane. What's her
Yeah.
name?
1 second.
Whatever, Jane.
Yeah.
Oh, Patricia. So
Patricia, yeah.
hey, Patricia, I completely understand. So once I buy this off of you, can I sell it back to you? The reason why I'm saying is people that are going to live there, that are going to pay market price for it, they probably want a new house feel.
Mm.
So you think that there's not much that needs to be done, and you probably are all right with it because you're okay living there.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when someone's going to pay top dollars for a new house, they want a new house.
Yeah.
So when was the last time you did any type of remodeling? If I were to walk in there, does it look 2024, 2015, 2000, or 1990s?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it looks like 1990s. Done. It's a heavy medium rehab. If the big six are not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What about the big six? Like, oh yeah, we haven't replaced the roof in 20 years. Like, you might as well just call it as a full rehab.
Got it. Okay.
Just because they say there's not much that needs to be done, yeah, they're okay with it because they live there.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
But if you were to buy it, Miss Patricia, you probably wouldn't say it's okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, makes sense. Yeah.
So that's how I like to break it down to sellers.
Fair enough.
So
probably she needs to come down a lot. Yeah.
So that being said, yeah, I don't know the rest of the calculator.
Yeah.
But that's where I would have put the ARVs, like 130. Maybe you can push it to 140. But you said it's smaller, right? Oh no, it's about the same. 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom.
3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Yeah, you can definitely put 140 on it.
Yeah.
What number is this? Number 7, yeah. 140, 130, if you want to be conservative.
Yeah.
And you said this is 1148. Now, like, I don't know you guys' conversation, so I don't know if it's a full rehab or not, but if they haven't done any remodeling, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would just, so $40,000. Would you say?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, that's going to be way low than what she's looking for. Yeah.
Yeah, I would be looking at 30. Anywhere from 25 to 35.
For contract price, right? Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I would do it.
Got it. Yeah. That's not going to work for her right now.
Yeah.
Works, yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, it's just I just try to find ways to communicate with the seller so that they don't argue. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
They might not agree with me, but they can't disagree with me either. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah,
what I'm saying makes sense.
Yeah.
I actually got that from John Mooney when he was on my channel.
Yeah.
Because like, if someone's going to pay $300,000 for a new house, they probably want the new house look and feel to it.
Yeah.
And then at that point, the seller couldn't say anything.
Hmm.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm speaking with Angela.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Miss Angela. Good afternoon. My name is Caesar, calling about your property on Lake Avenue. You filled out a form on my site maybe a couple of weeks ago. Are you still looking to sell that property by any chance?
I am.
Oh, wonderful. I'm glad I called. How much are you looking to get for it?
8,000.
8,000. All right. Can you tell me a little bit what you got going on over there?
It's a 3-bedroom, 2 full bath, mobile home, and trailer park.
Okay.
The living room floor does need replaced in one section because my AC unit leaked on the floor and it like messed up the subfloor a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then some drywall in the back bedroom needs to be replaced because my son gets broken through a baseball for it.
Got it. Can I ask you a quick question, Angela? You said this in a park. Do you own the lot or are you renting the lot?
I'm renting a lot, but I own the trailer.
Got it. So you're just selling the trailer then.
Yeah.
Got it. What year is the trailer?
2000.
Year 2000. I mean, after fix, how much do you think I can sell that trailer for?
At least 14 to 15.
How much?
About 15.
Yeah. Oh, looks like you got it looks like you got a few properties out there, huh?
I don't know.
Oh, no, okay. It's the address. Oh, you know what? I see what it is. Okay. Which lot is this one?
Lot 6.
Lot 6. Gotcha. Yeah. Unfortunately, Angela, whenever I buy a mobile, usually it's because they also own the land. On the rental part. I mean, in order for me to, at the end of the day, if I were to buy this, I would buy it as an investment property. So I would have to probably buy it for less than 8, just because I can only sell it for 15, and I still got to put in some. Not only do I got to put in work into it, but I also got to move it out of there.
Yeah, I get that.
You know what I mean? So that's added cost. Yeah. So I probably wouldn't be the best buyer for you on this one, unfortunately. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Angela. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, bro. I gotta jump on under Zoom here right now for real quick. How long
yeah,
we gonna be here?
I'll probably be on for another hour.
An hour? Okay, I'll see if I might join again. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man. Anytime you can hop on,
Yeah.
hop off. Don't
All
worry
right.
about it. Thank you for hopping on again, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Talk to you soon. Bye. Good luck. Yeah.
Thanks. All right, folks, for you guys that are on here, I want to see if you guys have any questions, concern, or feedback from what you guys have heard me say or do so far today. Drop it on the chat. Love to hear from you guys. Also want to see who's on right now. What's your name and where you're from? That would be super duper cool.
your message for 3-1.
Robert, how you doing, buddy? You're part of TU, right? I think I've seen your name out there, out in Michigan. How you doing, man?
Please leave your message for 3.
Hey, Ron. Good afternoon. Caesar here. Hope all is well, buddy. Hope you remember me. We spoke somewhere around middle of May. We spoke right before you had your doctor's appointment, and you mentioned your doctor's appointment was going to determine whether you were going to sell the property or not. I haven't talked to you in a while. I do remember your cat, though. You sent me some pictures. It's pretty cool. Give me a call when you get this. Let me know one way or the other so I know how to proceed. All right. Thanks, Ron. Bye. Joe. Do you go by Joseph or Joe? How often? So back then I used to do it every day, and then lately I've been building my team, so it's been taking a lot of my time. I do want to go back to a daily live seller calls again, so let's see how that goes. If I don't do it, probably a couple of days out of the week. I do make my Saturday power hours kind of like my staple. So I've been doing that at 8:15 a.m. Pacific time every Saturday, or almost every Saturday. This past Saturday, I missed it because I had my nephew's graduation. But I'll be on this Saturday, and I'm gonna try to do this every day this week. So we'll see how that goes. Regina. Yeah, this would be a long-term follow-up. So. San Bernardino, huh? That's San Bernardino 909. I think that's 909, right? San Bernardino. I had a couple of friends Their cousins live in San Bernardino. Sun Market. $9.09. That's what I thought. Huh. Holy shit, this is 10 acres? It still wouldn't make sense. $500. So if this was at 500, so 6,000. Yeah, this wouldn't make any sense at all. Long-term follow-up. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You
You're
call me about Michael.
you're live on YouTube, by the way.
Oh, Michael.
What's up?
That's cool.
A couple of things. One, yes, Michael, I was calling you for Miss Snow, Servadia Snow. Did you ever get that auction thing taken care of?
You know, I gotta look at that again. I don't think so. I talked to her. Let me call her right now and ask her, okay? Because she had to do some homework for me. She was working on it.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now.
Cool.
And Mike,
yeah.
And Mike did respond. He did check. He said he was gonna call today again. It pretty much is at the mercy of
The county.
The county sending it over to the trailer person.
Got it.
Or the dealer, I guess you
Yep.
call him.
Yeah.
Let me just see here, because I sent him another message, and he did respond last week. Louisiana, there he is.
Cool. All right, so it sounds like we're still in play, just a matter of time.
He talked to him last week, and they haven't received it, and he said he would call him today, so I'll respond to him again.
Cool. All right, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Cool. I'm gonna call the lady now. I'll give you an update on her. Okay?
Cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Oh, Lufkin. Oh my gosh, this might be a good deal.
Hello?
Yes, hello. Is this Sharon?
Yes.
Sharon, good afternoon. My name is Caesar. I believe you spoke with one of my team members a while back about your property out in Lufkin on Turner
Yes.
Street. Yes, I just want to see if you're still looking to sell that property by any chance.
Yes.
You are. Wonderful. Okay. How much are you looking to get for it?
I don't know. Whatever's it. I don't know. I don't even know what it's valued at.
Got it. Okay. I mean, can you tell me a little bit about your situation? What got you looking to sell? Are you still living there, or is it vacant?
No, I live in Austin now.
Oh, you live out in Austin now.
Yes.
Nice. Which one do you like better, Austin or Lufkin?
Actually, I like Lufkin better.
I was gonna say,
I stay with my son in Austin.
got it, because Austin is like little San Francisco now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So in Lufkin, so that house, how long has it been vacant for?
I really don't know. It's not vacant. I still have a vehicle there and having it mowed, and I'm just not there.
Got it. But is anyone living there though, or?
No.
Got it. And when was the last time you were there, or when did you leave to go live with your son?
I really don't know.
Got it. Okay. I mean,
It's been a few weeks ago.
oh, so it's just recently.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. Yeah, I always ask. I just have to ask Sharon because if you left that place 10 years ago, then obviously it's a different story. You know what I mean?
Oh no, it's been in the last few months.
Got it. Okay, so you talk definitely less than a year. Gotcha.
Right.
Okay, and then
I'm still paying the gas, water, lights, and
oh, you still have utilities running.
yeah.
Got it.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I would love to look into buying the property. I mean, I do buy properties cash there. I like to either fix and flip them or turn them into a rental. I am interested. But usually when I call someone and they are looking to sell, they usually have a price point in mind. Because I mean, I don't even know what to offer you. It doesn't sound like, I mean, it sounds like you want to sell, but it doesn't sound like you want to sell. So I'm just a little bit confused.
Well, I want to sell, but I don't know what to ask.
Got. Do you own this? Do you guys own this outright, or?
I don't know what the houses are going at.
Got it. Okay.
No, I owe 134,000.
You owe 134,000 on it. Is that right? Did I hear you correctly?
Yes.
Okay, so you owe 134.
Yes.
Okay. How long ago did you buy this property? Can you tell me a little bit about the condition of the property as far as?
I'm almost 80 years old.
Oh, Miss Sharon.
Oh, yeah, it's in good shape. It's I keep it in. Yes.
Got it. Miss Sharon, would it make sense? I mean, my mom is 75 years old, and whenever someone tries to do business with my mom, I always want to make sure that the heck got disconnected. I need her son to be there.
Hello.
Hey, Miss Sharon, it's Caesar. I think we got disconnected there.
Yes.
I was asking, I would love to speak with you and your son at the same time. And the only reason why I want to do that is just out of respect. I was telling you that I have a mother as well, and she's 75. And whenever someone's trying to do business with her, I always want to make sure either I'm part of it or one of my brothers are, just to protect her. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, he should be home. What day is this? Is this Monday?
Today is Monday. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, he'll be home about 4 o'clock.
Okay, I can definitely give you a call back around 4. What's your son's name? So Richard, perfect. Okay, and I can call you in this number?
Yes.
Wonderful. All right, well, Miss Sharon, I'll call you back around 4, probably 4:30, close to 5, so that way Richard can settle in, put his feet up, and maybe grab a snack before I call.
That'd be fine.
And then we'll talk, okay?
That'd be fine.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, let's go. Okay, Sharon, Richard. $230. Tejas, can you hear me? You're on mute.
At the tone, please record. At the tone.
Jesus.
At the tone, please record your message. When you
Hey, Caesar, do you normally leave voicemail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't this time because I called it from like 3 different phone numbers.
Yeah,
I will leave a voicemail, then I will shoot a text right after.
got
So
it. Yeah, that's what. I'm not. What I normally do, I call them. If it's a new lead, I try to double dial, and I don't leave voicemail on the first time. The second one, I've been trying to get better at leaving voicemail, but then I'm sending text message after that, which is I'm seeing sometimes working as well. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what I usually do. Especially on the new one, what I will do is like I will double tap, leave a voicemail on the second one.
Yeah.
I will leave as soon as I hang up, I will drop a text message saying, "Hey, I just left you a voicemail about 123 Main. Looks like you're looking to sell. Are you still looking to sell?"
Yeah.
Question mark. And then I automatically put them on my drip because once I put them on a drip, it triggers to send them the first text message half an hour later.
I see. Okay.
So within half an hour, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 touches.
Nice. Yeah. For new
Right.
leads, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then every 15 minutes for the next hour, it will send another text message.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And then I just call in between.
And you do get more response rate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So my first text on my drip is, you filled out a form, or
Yeah.
if it's just pretty much just saying, hey, let's, that's what I put. I'm just responding to your inquiry about 123 Main Street. Looks like you're looking to sell. Do you have a sec? And then the next text message after that, which is 15 minutes later, is just a question mark. And then 15 minutes later, another text, but only this time 2 question marks. And then 20 minutes later, I do a funny one, which is, "Hey, have you been abducted by the aliens? Blink twice if you need help."
Yeah.
And then usually
Nice.
I'll get a couple of people who will respond to that, like, "I'm back now from the aliens," and people are like, "Dude, that shit got me cracking off. Give me a call."
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then usually that's when I pick up the phone after the alien text message.
Got it. And would you do that for older leads too, or only for new leads?
New leads, and then I have a long-term follow-up campaign which sends them one message once a month. And then if I want to recycle my leads, then I have exactly the same one, but the first message is just different. First
Got
message
it.
is, hey, you spoke with one of my partners, or you filled out a form a while back.
Yeah.
Just in the small off chance, are you still looking to sell?
Got it.
Right. So that first one is just more of like just
More, yeah.
reintroduction, and then everything else is the same.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. Nice.
Yeah. You know where I haven't been good at is asking for refunds.
Refunds for leads.
Depending on, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if I can't get a hold of them.
Yeah, which is I never used to do it at all. Same thing, and then I recently started doing it. But it's just one of those things too, right? Where is it too early? You don't know stuff like that, right? So
Yeah, but because I touch them so many times, like
Yeah.
that 27 touches is done within 48 hours.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Yeah. And right now, are you doing nationwide?
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much.
I have 35 counties that I'm working on, but
Nice.
hey, is this Janet?
That's fine.
I'm sorry. Hello? No, I don't think. I think her name is Olivia. All right. Let's see. Hey, Tagers, I'm going to step aside for a quick minute. And then if you want to unmute yourself, go for it.
Oh, you're accepting an offer on it right now? How much is it? Would you still be open to like a backup offer, or? You want to tell me a little bit about it? I can definitely see if I can make you an offer, or if you can tell me. I know a little bit, but not a lot. Got it. I mean, if you want to tell me a little bit, at least over the phone, I can still see if I can maybe beat their offer. Okay, what else? Uh, about the condition? Okay, of course. That's good to know. What about the condition? Like, is there any rehab or any work that needs to be done? Okay. And did you had any price in your mind that how much were you looking for? And okay, like when is the closing happening? Like less than 30 days? Okay, less than second. I see. Okay, so you're living there right now. And so what's the reason you're selling then? Okay, got it. Uh, so you just need the money. Okay, I see. Give me one sec. I see. Uh, why don't I do this? Let me just so you, as per you, there's no major repair needed. Like house is in a pretty good condition, right? So if I were to come in and if I sell it back on the market tomorrow, you think I can get the full price? Okay, without fixing anything, correct? Okay, got it. Okay, okay. Any issues with insurance? Anything like that? No, right? Yeah. Okay. Got it. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Was it like rented on Airbnb or anything like that, or? Okay, I see. Oh, I see. Okay, all right. Okay, so that sounds pretty good. Okay, let me do one thing. Can I give you a quick call in like next 10-15 minutes and see if we make an offer? Okay, sounds good. Talk to you soon. Bye. So just on a call. Uh, he's like, house is pretty good, and just needs to sell it because of some trouble with the money. He's like, how I got it, stuff like that. I need to sell it right away, all that, and let's see. Right, just gonna run some comps. Hey, John. Hey, we just spoke on the phone about your home on the Cordova Road. Just looking at your neighborhood right now, from what I can see, the properties that are selling similar to yours, I can see between the range of 715 to 915. Uh, that's what I'm looking at right now. And does your home have a pool, or I couldn't see online? You do. Okay, it does. Okay. Yeah, so most of the homes that has a pool and like selling close to that price point, right? So is that something are you open to, or okay, between that price point? Okay. Uh, Upper range? Okay. Okay, let me see how close I can come because one the house 521 I can see that was sold for 915, the 1320 that was sold for 825, and there's 730 that sold for 702. So it's like in between all across the place. Let me see how close can I come. Your property is similar to that, the 521 Upland Road. Okay, okay. Let me just look up a little bit more. Their property is 1341 square feet, so a little bit bigger than yours, and 10,000 square feet lot. Yours is 64 247, right? So yeah, okay, let me run some more comps. Okay, okay, talk to you soon. Okay, bye. Right, so that's good at least.
All right, guys, I'm back. Apologize. Had a quick personal call I had to take. Can you hear me, Tejas? Tejas? Oh, he might be on the phone.
Trying to compare property. So fucking confusing because it's Florida and like some properties are like 1.2 million and there's some for 700 and it's like no clue.
Drop it on the private chat. I'll help you. I just got back, so. Hey, Tejas, you can hear me, right? Tejas, can you hear me?
How do you even comp something like this?
I don't think you can hear me, bro.
I cannot hear you if you can, if you're talking to me either. No, I cannot hear me.
Turn up your speakers. Turn up your volume, bro.
Oh, maybe it's me. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, it's you.
Oh yeah, it is me. Yeah, sorry, bro. All right. Yeah. No, I put it in the different speaker, so yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, like this is the address and so freaking crazy. Like, how do you even comp?
Let's take a look. West Palm Beach.
Buddy is super motivated if you want to work on this together.
It's a 3-2.
Yeah.
Wait, is this? Do I know this guy? I know. Bro, they have a bunch of properties. Is this a condo?
No, it's a single family.
Single family?
Yeah.
How much do they want for it?
He didn't told me that, but he's like, I already have someone who's making an offer today, but he's open to me making him an offer. So I gave a ballpark. Hey, it looks like properties, are selling between 7 to 900. He's like, yeah, mine's more like close to higher 900. That's what so it tells me what he's expecting.
Oh, then tell them good luck, then.
Yeah. You don't think that's too high, right? 900.
What's that?
You think that's too high, right?
The 900? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I also just like what RJ says, that's what I was going to tell you before I left, was I'm in a house buying business, not an offer making business. So if you already got an offer, why are you talking to me?
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
So put it this way, I'm not going to offer more than the other guy. So take it. And if it falls through, give me a call. I can be your backup buyer. I like your approach earlier.
Yeah.
Be a backup buyer.
Yeah.
Who's really good at it? Jacob. Because usually my approach is like, oh, congratulations, you're already under contract. Are they under contract or no?
No, not yet.
Oh, they're not on the contract yet. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. And so then, so I guess my question is, what would make them choose between you and the other guy?
I think it's probably maybe if I offer him more money. I'm guessing.
No, I know, but that's
Yeah.
you assuming again, right? Like,
Yeah.
and by the way, I'm not saying you always assume. I'm just saying
Yeah.
I'm saying for the people that are watching, like if you
No,
guys are
but that's
always
true. Yeah.
assuming, don't assume. So I would be asking that question to that seller. So, Mr. Seller, what would make you choose me over this other guy?
Got it.
What,
Okay.
what does it take for me to cut the other guy out? Well, you need to offer more. Great. What's the offer? Well, I'm not going to tell you. Well, then how do I know if I'm going to offer more or not?
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah.
I
I like
mean,
that.
let's just stop the bullshit here. Like, let's cut it short. I
Yeah.
don't want to waste your time. Tell me what the offer is. If I can make that off, if I can beat it, I'll beat it. If I can't, I won't. At the end of the day, I don't care how much money I give you, Mr. Seller. I care the fact that I can keep the lights on.
Yeah.
If I can keep the lights on and offer you more, I'm okay with that. But if I can't, then why would I bid for something where I'm not going to make any money on?
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
You know. Edward, how you doing, buddy?
What's up? What's up? How many
Yeah.
contracts I have out?
What's up?
How many contracts have y'all sent already?
None right now. I'm going. In the beginning of this call, I told everyone, I was like, I'm going for. I'm hunting for gold right now for hidden gems. I'm calling a bunch of old leads. So I'm gonna have to go through a lot before I can get one.
Jeez, let's get it, man. I'm ready to send out a contract today.
You did?
No,
Yeah.
I'm ready to send one out today.
Oh, you're ready to send one out? Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you said you already sent one out. I'm like, yeah.
This guy has 99 properties. When you say it's 99 linked properties, does it mean that he has 99 properties?
Yeah. That's why I asked if that was a condo, because if it was a condo, if it's a high rise, that might be the high rise. And it has
Okay.
all the unit numbers.
No, but it's single family. He owns 99 property. That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, so I like seeing that, because then you can be like, oh, bro, like you're an investor.
Mm-hmm.
Would you buy your property at 700? And if you will, then explain to me how do you make money at 700? I'll write you a $700,000 check. Just sell me on it.
Yeah.
That's my conversation with other investors. Like, just show me how I'm going to make money off of it.
Hmm.
And then the line that I like to use is, hey man, like you're not where you didn't get to where you are now because you kept buying properties at market price.
Of course, yeah.
You can't disagree with that.
Yeah.
So then why do you expect me to pay for it at market price?
Yeah.
I want to be just like you, man. John.
Customer you have called is unavailable to take your call. Please leave. Customer you have called is unavailable to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, John. Good morning. Caesar here, calling about your property on Garfield. I am a cash buyer in that area. Looks like you're looking to sell this property. Give me a call when you get this. Thanks.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Ron. Good morning or good afternoon over there. It's Caesar here, calling about your property on Skycrest. Looks like you're looking to sell this property. You filled out a form on my site last week. I am a cash buyer and I am interested. Give me a call. Hey, Edward, you do this full time, by the way?
Yeah, I'm doing it full time now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, the mailbox is full and there is not enough space.
So on the leads that y'all get that sometimes they don't answer, do y'all ever put it like on a dialer, on a single line dialer? You just let it ring till someone picks up, like to get through it faster?
I don't use dialers. You're talking about like just like it'll automatically dial. Is that what you're saying?
Up there.
Oh, you're in and out. What is that?
Sorry, the
No,
mailbox
because
is
like for
full.
me, there's some that I've gotten like in package deals with ISP to lead. They'll send me some leads and they don't pick up, or some I buy that don't pick up after like a week or two. So I'll just collect those, put it like on my, because I have a smartphone dialer, and I put it on a bulk dialer. But I just do like a single line dialer, so you just go to the next,
Oh,
rings,
and then
goes to the
it'll
next.
automatically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's people I've
I
never
don't.
spoken before, so when I know they pick up, I just go with the same intro every time, either way, because I haven't spoken to them before.
Do
And
you
I
ever
just find it
text
much
them?
faster to get through them instead of dialing them, because I still have other leads I have to call.
Yeah.
So I just found it best doing that, but I'm not sure if you ever done that, or if that's a good way to go about the no answers.
I don't have a dialer, so I mean I have a CRM, but I don't have that automatic. It will just go from one to another.
Mm-hmm.
So I I personally like, I know it's dumb, but I personally like the feeling of calling someone.
Hmm.
Do you ever send them text messages?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I do when I buy them, and then they don't answer. I'll send a text maybe for the first 3 days, and if not, I just keep calling them, leaving voicemails.
Yeah. I put them on a drip right away. But that's what I was explaining on the titanium. Like, I do a drip, but I call in between the messages. So, for example, so like a lot of people, when people say, "Oh, I put them on a drip," that means they put them on there and they forget about it. It's like a set it and forget it kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not my drip. The set it and forget it drip, that's like my long-term follow-up drip, which is like one text message a month. That's my set it and forget it. The other ones, like, so here's my process. And I've just found it to work for me. Doesn't mean it's the best thing, right? So when I get a new lead, I double tap. I leave a voice message on the second dial. As soon as I hang up, I send a text message saying, "Hey, I'm just responding to your online inquiry. Left you a message. Looks like you're looking to sell 123 Main. Are you still looking to sell?" As soon as I send that text message, I move that lead from new to attempting. And the reason being is whenever I move a lead to attempting, 30 minutes out, it's going to start the drip, which is a first step is a text message. So first text message is saying, "Hey, just responding to your online inquiry," almost the same as the first message, but just a slight variation. And then it will just send out a text. So like within the first 2 hours, I'm hitting them up like 10 times probably.
Oh, in the first 2 hours?
The first 2 hours, yeah.
Oh, geez, okay.
Yeah, because think about it. Double tap, that's 2. Text message, right? The double tap, voicemail, text message, and then text message half an hour later, and then another one 15 minutes later, another one 20 minutes later, another one 30 minutes later.
Jeez, okay.
And then I call after the 8th one.
Okay.
So
yeah,
within
I'm
a
gonna do
couple
something
of
like that
hours,
then.
yeah, within a couple of hours, I'm hitting them up like 9 to 10 times. And then after that, then it's like every hour, every other. Like it'll be like text message for an hour, and then another hour, another text message, and then 2 hours later, another text message, and then 4 hours later. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Yeah. But in the beginning, it's pretty heavy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. Because at first I was like, I'll call it in. Like if the lead comes in, call it twice, leave the voicemail, and I'll leave a text. And then depending on what time it comes in, usually I'll buy them like in the morning or around this time. Call them, do all that, and then probably like around 5 or 6, I'll call again twice and leave a voicemail. And I just don't keep texting them or anything. But so I guess I still do touch them at least 6 times then if I do, because I call them twice, leave a voicemail and then text, and then I'll call them 2 more times in the evening.
Yep.
But those are the leads that come in. The ones afterwards, like they don't pick up after 2 weeks, I just put them in the bulk dialer there. Try to hit them up every day.
Well, guess what? You didn't get near this.
Guess what?
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye.
Dude, I have this crazy address. It says 123 Dallas Street, Philadelphia, Mississippi. Oh my gosh. I don't know if it's a prank because it's a PPC. Like,
Yeah, I had a few of those that I'm like, I'll see, I'm like, this has to be a prank.
yeah, but I think let me see if it shows up on PropStream. I think it showed up. Yeah, it does show up on PropStream. I mean, it's an actual address. It's crazy.
Call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. Been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 60141632226 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you are
I didn't mute myself there. So Edward, do you have a Go High Level?
I don't. I just used REI Sif. That's what I
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I use REI Sif and then Preview for comping, and then I use smartphone for my diether.
Smartphone.
Yeah.
Good. Man, calling old leads can be brutal.
And are those the ones that you already made offers on, or people that
No,
No.
never responded.
Okay.
You've been forwarded to an automated voice message.
Hi, hello, this is Rodney.
Yeah.
Hey, Rodney, this is Edward. I was giving you a call by your property there on Dublin Drive. I think you spoke to someone on my team a while back about selling it. Are you still looking to sell?
Possibly, not really, but possibly.
Okay. What's the deciding factor of it being a yes or no?
Well, if you make me an offer that I can live with, maybe.
Okay. What's that number then?
Well, just funny you should ask, because I just got off the phone not long ago with someone that was willing to pay $70 for it.
70.
You could do better than that. We can talk.
Okay, so I could do 71. Is something you can move forward on?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let me pull it up here. As I do that, tell me a little bit about what you got going on there.
Okay. 3-bedroom, 2 bath. That's what you want to know?
Oh, I can see that online. I was hoping you could tell me what I can't see online, like kind of sell me on it, like tell me occupancy, condition, why you're looking to sell, things like that. You know, the more you can tell me, the easier the conversation and the process here for me to see if I could beat that $70,000 offer.
Well, I do have a tenant in there right now.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the other question you asked me?
I mean, what's the condition like? What's the condition inside? Like, does it need work or what does it need?
I'm sure that it does. My cousin lives in there right now. I really don't know what it looks like. I haven't been there in a couple of years.
Okay. And how much is your cousin paying a month?
I just upped his rent to $700. So he's my cousin. I don't charge much.
Okay. So if you sold it to me, I mean, is he like gonna wanting to stay in there, or would he move out, or?
Well, if we come to an agreement, I would like. Well, I kind of would like for you to let her stay there for a little while, a little longer. I mean, we can agree upon how many months, but no.
Okay.
We can negotiate that if you want to.
Okay.
Or not. You know?
Yeah. And you said this was a 3-2 and it's 1,200 square feet, correct?
Right.
Okay. It's all brick, right? On the outside?
Excuse me?
It's the orange brick house there?
Yeah, it's a brick house, yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure I'm looking at the right thing here. How big is the lot?
It's a corner lot. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Offhand, I'm not sure.
Because I'm looking at two different sites here. One says it's like 10,000. The other one says it's 15,000 square feet on the lot. So I just wanted to make sure. How long has your cousin been living in there?
2 years.
Okay. And then prior to 2 years, was it in pretty good shape? Or did it need any work?
It was.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you looking to sell it?
I wasn't looking to sell it, but I have so many offers coming in daily that I'm starting to think, well, maybe I should sell it. But I'd rather hold on to it. But even just for my cousin's sake, I'd rather hold on to it. But if you want to, if somebody wants to buy it, they make me a substantial offer, I think that I would just sell it. So I really don't have no reason to sell it. I just guess I would if the offer was right.
Okay. Well, to be honest, I think we're in the same ballpark on there. The only concern there for me would be one, I mean, if your cousins wanted to stay there, is he okay if we go up on the rent there?
Okay.
And then two, if not, how much time might he need like to like move out and find something else?
Well, I'll work that out with him.
What's that?
I said I'll work that out with him. I'll try to get him out of there soon after if we close. I'll
Okay.
try to get him out of there soon after that.
Okay. Because I want to say yes, I could send you an agreement for the 71,000 for it. Now, the way our process works, that way you have an idea if we do agree on the 71,000 there. I can send over a purchase agreement. Once that's signed, right, I'll coordinate with you for us to go out there and walk the property, right? Because I always want to verify the condition there. I mean, if it's still in okay condition, then I'm good at the 71,000, right? Now, if there's something crazy like, hey, the roof is caved in, or there's like plumbing work that needs to be done, something crazy like that, at that point, that's where we would have to have a conversation where we revisit price. And if we could agree on the new price, then we can move forward. If not, then we could tear the contract apart. But that's if something like comes up that wasn't disclosed. I mean, I'm assuming it's in good condition since you said 2 years ago it was in pretty good condition. He's only lived there for 2 years. So I don't think the house will be upside down after 2 years of him living there. But yeah, I can send over the 71,000 there, and then we can start the process from that point.
Okay.
All right. So what's a good email I could send it to? Cool. Well, yeah. I mean, do you have a few minutes? Let me just write this up, and I could email it over, and then that way we could review it, and I can answer any questions that you may have.
When are you gonna do that now?
Yeah, you can do it right now. I can write it up right now.
Okay.
All right.
Well, one question I would have off the bat, I was going to ask you, what about closing costs? Do you pay for all that?
Yeah, we'll cover all the closing costs.
Okay, that was one question I had. How do I know that you're legitimate?
Well,
Legitimate company.
Well, I mean, I could tell you about myself. I mean, I've been doing this for a little over a year now. My company name is Capitals Investments. And like I said, I'll send this agreement over to you. We'll open escrow, and then right, I'll coordinate with you for us to come out, walk the property, and then that way you'll see that, hey, we're gonna obviously we want to walk the property and look at it before we even buy it. And that's why we're going through a title company, right? So everything's done over the table.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
And it's just you on deed, or what's that?
I said I plan on, I work at the VA, so I plan on having somebody look over it anyway. But go ahead, what were you going to say?
Yeah, I was going to say, is it just you on deed, or do you have somebody else on it as well? Because I would have to put that on the agreement as well.
No, I'm the only one.
Okay. You say you work for the VA? You're a veteran?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. What branch?
Army.
Army. Okay. I just separated from the military like 3 years ago. I was Air Force.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're a good guy anyway.
Yeah, I'm a pretty good guy. Most will say.
Okay.
Let's see. What did you do in the military?
I was a cook.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah. So I do the same thing at the VA.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, I'm a supervisor at the VA, but in the dietary department.
Okay, I'm almost done here. Give me like 2 minutes. I'm about to send it over.
Okay.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure I had it correct.
Okay.
Okay, I just sent it right now, so it should be coming into your email.
Okay. Now, do you mind I look over it and then if I have any questions, get back with you?
Yeah, sure, that's fine. Maybe do you have a few minutes? I mean, just to make sure that you got it.
Yeah, hold on, let me go. Edward Luna, is that your name?
Yes, sir. It should be coming in through DocuSign.
But your name is Edward Luna?
Yes, sir. Yes, my company name is Capitals Investments. It should have it on there as well. That's the entity that will buy the property under. Were you able to open it?
So, well, it's saying I agree to use electronic records and signatures.
Yeah, you're not agreeing to sign it. It's just to let you open it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, you wouldn't be signing it.
Okay. What'd you say your company was called?
It'll be EIL Capital Investments. On there will be Capital Enterprise LLC.
So you're saying this would be the agreement if I sold it?
That's just the agreement, like a preliminary agreement on the price, right? So, and then once we open title, they'll start the process for us to buy it, right? Because we're gonna want to make sure title's clear and all that before we buy it. So that's just the agreement of me saying, hey, I'm in agreement to buy at 71,000 from you.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I wouldn't be able to open escrow unless we have an agreement on price, so we can start the process there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You can see
So
from
what do you need from?
yeah. So from if everything's good, like from the top, I have the date that agreed on the price there. It has your name, my name, the buyer's, which is my entity name, and then you'll see the address, the legal description, the purchase price agreed upon on there, and then all the information just just jargon that has on there on every like purchase agreement is pretty much saying, hey, I want to buy it with a clear title, and pretty much everything that we discussed. We're gonna walk it, verify everything that you told me is what it is, and then from the bottom, if everything looks good, you could just go ahead and sign where it says seller signs there, and then I'll sign it, and we can start the process with the title company.
You saying I have to sign it now?
I mean, if you, I mean, you want to move forward at the 71,000?
But you said you needed to look at it, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could look at it, of course.
So what are you asking me? I'm confused.
No, I'm saying like once you review it and if everything looks good, you could sign it, and then I'll sign it, and then we'll go ahead and start the process there. So I mean, you could take your time and review it, and if you have any questions, if you don't have any questions on like the process and everything, you could go ahead and sign it on the bottom there.
I think he's saying that you were going to look at it first. Yeah.
What's that?
What is that saying?
That's saying that we're in agreement to buy the property, and that's when we'll start the process to go out and walk the property and just verify everything is good with the house and make sure there's still a house out there. That's just for us to start the process.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, any other questions?
No, I mean, do you?
No, I'm gonna have, since you're a veteran, I'll tell you, I'm gonna have the EAP look at that and make sure everything's legit, and we'll just go from there.
Okay, I mean, it's pretty straightforward agreement there. If they have any questions or you have any questions, give me a call back.
Okay, I'll do that.
I appreciate it, Rodney. When do you think I might hear back from you?
I'm hoping by the end of the week.
The end of the week?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, then we can just touch bases. And like I said, if you have any questions, let me know.
I sure will.
I appreciate it, Rodney.
All right.
Bye. Yeah, it kind of got a little rocky at the end.
Yeah, I think he was thinking, because he was like, in his mind, he was thinking like, you're gonna go see the property first before the signing.
Yeah,
because that's what he said. He said you were gonna take a look at it, not him. And then you're like, yeah, you can take a look at it as much. Like when he says look at it, he doesn't mean look at the contract. Look at the property.
Right. Yeah, like I heard you say that like through my headset, and that's why I was like, all right, let me clarify that. Hey,
Yeah.
We'll start the process to go out there. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, 71 is definitely a deal.
Can I give you a small feedback on that one?
Huh?
And
yeah, absolutely.
And this was more for the people that are watching, actually, more than you, because you're pretty good at what you do, man. The one thing that I might have done a little differently is I would have just said, well, what guarantees me that if I give you an offer higher than 70, that you're not just going to go talk to someone else to get another higher offer? Right? And then the second thing is when he said, do I have to sign now? And I'm like, you weren't confident about it. You're like, if you can take as much time as you want. like, I'd have been like, well, earlier I asked you if I made an offer higher than the 70, are you willing to move forward? You said yes. I offered you over 70. What's the problem?
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Yeah, like I didn't know. I was seeing that, but I don't know if it was like too aggressive or, you know. But I guess sometimes I do have
Well,
to be a little
no,
bit more stern.
you have to be aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to feel. You need to get rid of that feeling, and the reason why I'm saying you need to get rid of that feeling is because you set it up in the beginning. You asked them, "Hey, if I offer more, are you willing and able to move forward?" He says, "Yeah." So you can hold him accountable to that.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I mean? Now, if
Yeah.
you didn't ask that question in the beginning, and then you're twisting his arm later, then yeah, then that might be a little too aggressive. But you set it up. You asked him. He said yes. Hey, man, I'm just going based on what you told me. I asked you earlier if you were willing and able to move forward today for our offers over 70. As a matter of fact, I offered you $1,000 more. I could have just said $70,001.
Mm-hmm.
But I gave you $1,000 more, which is more than 70. You said you were willing to move forward. What's the problem now? And then now he's going to come back with, he's going to have his CO or whoever he said was going to look at it.
Yeah.
So at that point, I'm like, I don't know what else to say after that.
Mm-hmm.
But I would have led with what I was saying first before he would say what he said last. You get what I mean?
Right.
Or I can even say that after that. I'd be like, what does your CO have to do with anything? Is he an investor? Like, what is it in this contract that you feel a little bit iffy about?
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Once
Right.
he said that, I'm like, yeah, we'll see how that goes with them going over what they come up with. I feel they're probably gonna just redline a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. So who's gonna take a look at it?
Through the VA stuff.
Okay. So is that like a legal? Is that like a legal?
Review it.
So the lawyers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I get that part. So like, yeah, if someone wants to have an attorney read it, I'm totally cool. For me, it was more of, he got an offer at 70. If I offered you 71 today, like what guarantees me that you're gonna get an agreement with me and not wait for someone else to call and give you 72?
Right. Yeah.
That's the only thing. But dude, overall, I'd say that's still a 9.5 out of 10 call. You know what I mean? I'm just saying it because we have viewers, and some of these viewers may be new, and so I just wanted to clarify, like, hey, like, you know, if they're taking in offers, you just don't want to get into that bidding war, I guess is what I'm trying to say to the viewers.
Right. I thought it was funny when I told him a little bit about what you got going on. He's like, well, it's a 3-2. What else you want to know? I'm like, well, yeah, I can see that.
From what I heard, I think it was a great call, and I thought
It was
you
a great
closed
call.
it. Yeah, and I thought you closed it. That's why I was like, okay, let me go. I was like, you already got it. Okay.
I feel like today's implementation call helped me with this one on the comping side.
Nice.
Looking at like current, like where in buyers buy, because there's one that bought two of them that bought in the same street for 85,000, one for 90,000, and then there's
Heck
one guy
yeah.
that bought one last year for 82,000, and he flipped it and sold it 2 months ago for 178.
Heck yeah.
And so once I said 71, I was like, oh shit, I'm right there. So let's look it up. And there's a bunch of them there.
Under contract.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Why is this not ringing? What the fuck is this?
Has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're
You know what? Time to call from my cell phone.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice. Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system 8562664. Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Jesus fucking Christ.
leave your message for 5. Please leave your message for 5.
I'm gonna piss this guy off.
Hello?
Please leave your
Hi,
message.
hello, this is Daniel.
5158.
Hey, Daniel, it's Edward. How you doing? I was a gentleman that gave you a call a few months ago about your property there on Westwood. You still looking to sell it?
Well, I still haven't done anything with it. Nobody's. I need to hear some money offers.
You what?
I need to hear some money offers.
Some money offers? Well,
Yeah.
last conversation we had, I was gonna be at that 225, and you said you were gonna wait and do a couple of things on it.
Yeah, that's not enough.
How much are you looking to get for it?
I don't know yet. I start off with some offers and then see where I go. Because I'm not in the real estate business, but I don't want to get screwed out of property either.
Right. I think last time we spoke, the property needs work, correct?
Yeah, it needs a lot of work. Yes.
Right. And I think last conversation we had, I think I had estimated that it could be worth like $450. Now, with the amount of work that it needs and the size of the property, I've estimated anywhere between like around $75,000 to $80,000 of work that I would need to do or put into it so I could get it where it could be worth $450. Let me see, and I'm trying to run the numbers here with you so that way you know where I'm coming from. And I think that's what any investor that's gonna buy this, because I mean it needs work. So majority of the offers you're gonna be getting from is gonna be investors like myself, and I mean we all run the same numbers here. So what I'm saying is, if the house could be worth $450,000, right, and if I put about $80,000 of work to get it to be worth $450, like we discussed last time, and then I would have to take into consideration, right, like agent commissions, closing costs. You know, that's typically about 7% of the sales price there. So right off the bat, that's like maybe $30,000 that is going to go towards commissions and closing costs. And then I would have holding costs, right, like taxes, insurance, cost of capital, things like that. And then minus my profit, right? So that's where I'm coming with a $225,000 offer there, right? So that kind of puts me where I'm probably in the range of like a 15%, profit there, which is pretty minimal as a flipper, So I feel like that's majority of the offers you're going to be coming in at, at the 225 there, is based on the condition and based on what it could be worth. You know what I mean?
Okay, let me sit on that a while. I'm not in a big rush, but that's better numbers than I've heard explained to me. So.
Yeah, because
okay.
What have been the offers that you've had so far?
I haven't. You're the first one that's given me some kind of an explanation.
Well, there you go.
Everyone else that has asked it, I just haven't had that much conversation with them.
Right.
So, because I got to sit down and look at numbers and see where I'm going to end up, and then when I got to pay on taxes and so on and so forth too. So, okay, let me think on that. You have a good day.
Yeah. How much time do you need? Jeez. Were I able to hear that?
Yeah. How much did he want for it?
Well, that's the thing. Last time we spoke, he wanted 250, and I kind of went over the process again with him. That time he was going to think about it, and now he's like, well, I don't know. I've got a lot of people calling me, but nobody's wanting to give me offers. So that's why I went through the process a little bit, because we already had had a conversation previously. So I was trying to educate him again on the numbers, which nobody has. So now he's like, well, let me sit on and think about it, because I still have to pay taxes and this and yeah.
Where do you need it to be?
225. He's at
Oh,
250,
okay.
but the property needs quite a bit of work.
Why is he looking to sell?
So it's been vacant for 3 years, and his daughter passed away. And now it's just there vacant, and needs flooring, needs to replace roof. And I think they have like a line, one of the plumbing lines bursted, like from the last freeze they had, and it hasn't been fixed. And some cosmetic stuff inside, but the lot's really big and the house is really big too. I think I'm being conservative on the ARV there, just because there's a few that sold for like 480, 470, but yeah.
And how long has it been vacant for?
For about, he said vacant for about 3 years after her daughter's passing. So he's just been trying to keep up with it, but he has like no use for it. And he doesn't want to put any more money into it. And the property's paid off and everything. And then just since one of the lines bursted, he just really shut off everything, and he just doesn't want to put any work into it. But he thinks the property could be worth a lot more. And because initially he was at 320, and then I had to have a conversation with him about it, and then he went down to 250.
Yeah. Can't hear you.
Sorry, my headphones right on me.
Yeah, no worries.
But yeah, and then down to like 250. And yeah, now he's waiting for getting other offers, but he hasn't got them. And that's what he was saying. Nobody has given him any offers, so I've been the only one, and the only one been able to like walk him through why I'm at that price point. And he said, "Well, you're the only one that has actually broken it down for me, but let me just think about it a little longer." And then, I try to get like how much time he needs, but he just hung up.
Yeah. Bro, like you are really good on the phones, man. And any feedback I give you, just take it with a grain of salt, because I probably would have done exactly the same thing that you did. But when you're sitting on the sideline and hearing, you always have something like, oh yeah, I would have done it a little differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
because
you're able to like look at it from the outside in. You know what I mean? But when you're on the phone, things happen so quickly.
Yeah.
But the one thing that I would probably say there, and this is for everyone that's watching too, is I think you did a whole lot of selling there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So my thing there would have been, he said one thing that was a very key important part. He said he doesn't know a whole lot about real estate, but he doesn't want to be taken advantage of either.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay. So then how much research have you done? Like, all right, hey, I completely understand. Right? So have you looked at what's been selling in that area? No, I haven't. Well, I have. Here's a property down the street from your house. Here's another, and then I would just name off each address and name off the exact amount that it got sold for.
Mm-hmm.
So then would you agree with me that would it be safe for me to say that after I fix this place, I can sell it for around this much?
Yeah.
Then I would start getting agreements from him instead of going back to educate. I would just educate him from as if it was my first call again.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, because I had these conversations, like this is probably like the fourth call I have with him again. And it kind of goes the same way, because he knows, because the first time we went over that, like with the comps and stuff, first
okay, so if that's the case, then just be like, so then what would make you sell it to me? What does it take? What will it take for you to sell it to me?
Yeah.
And he's gonna say, well, 250. All right, John. Well, you mentioned earlier you don't want to be taken advantage of, right? Right. Okay. So let me punch this in the calculator. If I pay you $250,000, then I'm negative 25. So I know you don't want to be taken advantage of, but I don't want to be taken advantage of either.
Mm.
Is that fair? What is he going to say? No?
Right.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Now look, I mean, I understand if you give me that line, John, if I was offering you 150 and you're at 250, I'm offering you $25,000 less. You obviously know that I'm not a lowballer here. I'm just letting you know that at 225, that's where the magic happens, because at least I can turn the lights on and put food on the table.
Right. Mm.
So I guess my question is it because you don't want to be taken advantage of, or are you just not ready to let it go yet? What is the real meaning of the true reason why you haven't done the 225 with me? That's where I would have taken that
Right.
conversation.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking of that way at all. So yeah, that does help.
You know what I mean? Because what if he's not ready to let go, man? Like, I lost my brother 2 years ago. There are certain things, dude. I kept paying for his cell phone bill for 2 years. I finally shut it off, and the reason why I shut it off is because I can still message him on Facebook and Instagram. You know, but what if he's not ready to let go of that house yet?
Right.
Because he feels like he'd be letting go of his daughter. I don't know. That's a possibility, but I would ask.
Right. Right. Jeez. Okay. Mm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
bro, like you're offering him $25,000 less. You're not offering him $100,000 less.
Yeah.
So for me, I would say, how do you feel like you're being taken advantage of when I'm only $25,000 less than?
Right. Right.
And by the way, if I punch in 250, this is how much I make. I'm negative, or I'm here. I can't do that because it's too much risk for that little amount.
Mm-hmm.
If I buy 225, this is where I am. Which, by the way, that extra $25,000, that can easily go to the remodeling cost as well, because I can be wrong.
Mm-hmm. And that's where I want to, because even when I put it on the profit calculator, it still puts the end buyer like a 12% return there. If I put just a $10,000 wholesale fee, which it seems like it will still be a deal, but same time I'm thinking repairs might be a little bit more. So I'm really trying to be conservative there and stick with the 225.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Or you can go the other route, which is, hey man, 250, I'll send you a contract for 250. But I'm gonna need your help. I'm gonna need multiple contractors in there. I'm gonna get an inspection report, because we would definitely want to make sure how much damage is done in the plumbing, right? And if it bursts, maybe we have water damage elsewhere. It's been vacant for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need your help. I'm gonna need to send multiple people out there. Can you do that? Yeah. Okay. If this rehab cost is around this number, I'm good at 250. But if it's higher, I just need you, just like you, I don't want to be taken advantage of. So right. I need you to work with me on this one. Can you be flexible if and when the time comes? Yes, I can be flexible. Great, let's move forward. No, I can't be flexible. Well, John, I don't think that's fair. You don't want to be taken advantage of, but you're okay with me being taken advantage of.
Right.
Tip, go find another buyer.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? Then I'd lock it up at 250 and then push it out there at 250 and see. And then if you get an offer at 235 or 245, then maybe you go, hey man, bad news, I didn't get the 250. Good news, I didn't get you 225 either. I was able to get you 233.
Right.
And still get a $12,000 sign.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's so close. I don't mind locking it up at that price point, but I will let them know I need help because I need to get multiple bids in order for the 250 to work, I need my rehab to be at this number.
Right.
I'll do my best to get you that 250, but if I can't, if my rehab cost is above this number, then I need to come down. And I feel really confident at 225. So my question to you is, if I have to come back to you, will you be flexible with me to go from 225 to 250?
Right. Yeah, you want to definitely have that commitment. Not as like you just wait.
Commitment. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Right. And even RJ said that during the implementation call today, right? Mm-hmm. It's the same approach I've always had. And that's how I'm able to lock up deals where I have 10, 15, 20, $25,000 cushion because I had that conversation to begin with. And now I come back to them. I go, hey, look, I told you I was going to be between 225 and 250.
Mm-hmm.
And you said you can be flexible with me.
Right.
You know, but like I said, man, I probably would have done exactly the same thing that you did, bro. And then I would have listened to it and I'm like, fuck, I should have done that.
Yeah. That's how I am right now. Now that you say
Yeah.
it, like, didn't even. I should have done
it. There's something that we're missing that we don't know yet. Especially if this is your fourth call and it's the same conversation. There is something. So what is it?
Yeah. It must be that what you're saying about, you know, like, I mean, about that. I mean, he lost his daughter 3 years ago. As part of that, maybe, you know, he's still hanging on to that.
Yeah. And then I'll have I'll level with them. Like, hey, John, I mean, the only reason I'm asking, brother, like, I don't want to get into too personal, but the thing is, it's been vacant for 3 years. The pipes burst last winter season.
Mm.
Is your house going to get any better? No, right? It's going to get worse. So even if the market shifts and it's more favorable for you, it's going to be worse condition now. Right. So the rehab cost is going to change later. That gap is just going to, you feel like it's going to shorten, but it's actually going to widen.
Yeah.
Why? Because your house is going to be older. It's going to get, right? What happens when you stop flushing down the toilet?
Shit happens.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know? So
I've used that line. I stolen that from you.
Yeah. People laugh when I say that. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know all of this, and I'm just saying because we got viewers, and a lot of them are new. So enough with me. Papa Bear in a chair. Brother, I haven't seen you in a while. Where are you located again? We got Edward here. They're all part of TU. Edward's a hell of a closer. Tejas. Oh man, I keep screwing your name, man. I'm so sorry.
You said it right. You said it right.
Tejas? I did say it right. Okay. Tejas.
Yeah, you said it right.
Dude, you know what you should say? You should say Tejas like the Rolex Tejas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nice.
Tejas.
I thought Tejas.
I know. Most people say Tejas in Spanish, right? So yeah, and then I have to tell them no, hard J Indian. It's hard J.
Yeah. That's true.
And so I saw it. I'm like Tejas.
Yeah, I get that a lot, especially in US, right? So plus it's Tejas. I think Texas is very similar to that too, right? So
yeah.
So would it be like this? I just put it on the comments.
Oh.
Tejas.
Let me see. Yeah, or JUS. Yeah, Tejas.
JUS. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Tejas. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Hey guys, usually my 12 to 2 is when I go out for a walk and just get some sun in me, ground myself. And because usually these are my dead hours, and then I just hit the phones again after 2 p.m. So I don't know where you guys are. Ed, you're in San Antonio, so it's after 4 o'clock your time. But before we get off the phone, before we get off live here, Tejas, you've been with TU for quite some time now. Edward, you've been following RJ for a while, but you just joined, I think, about a month ago or
2 weeks
few
ago.
weeks ago.
This is my second week.
Yeah. Since I have my titanium link going across the page, can we spend maybe the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just as far as like feedback, what you've gotten from TU, why should someone join, and then like I always say, like any pros and cons, pretty much anything that can help someone decide whether it's something that they should do or not. If they're like on that edge of should I sign up, should I invest in myself or not. So yeah, if whoever wants to go first, that would be great.
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah.
Well, for me so far, because I've been in 2 weeks, it's been really great. Especially when I was coming in, it was more of like me having the confidence on the underwriting and comping part. And I've been really like submitting a lot of comp reviews on REI Simply there, which that helps a lot. And yeah, I mean, that's been a really great help. The community, also like the seller car reviews, kind of just recording yourself and getting the feedback, and then implementing the feedback that you get on the next calls has helped a lot. And like I said, the community, like at first I was just focusing on Texas, and I started getting other leads outside of other states. And I squatted up with one of the TU members. His name is Tom, and it was a lead that I had in Kentucky, and he happened to be in Kentucky. So he went out to walk the property for me, and right now we're hopefully get the deal locked up this week. So that's also has helped a lot. The relationships and all that. So it's been really helpful for me. So it's been helping me definitely grow a lot faster and learn from everybody else. So that's one of the things that has helped me a lot at this point.
Yeah, for me, I have joined Titanium for some time now. For
1 second.
Can you hear me?
Hey guys, seller just called. Let me get on the phone. I'm sorry. All right, Ron, I'm just pulling it up right now. So while I'm pulling this up, how much are you looking to get for this property?
$465,000.
465 to stay alive, huh? All right. Can you tell me a little bit what you got going on over there?
Well, I have a 3-bedroom, 5-level house on a 3/4 acre lot. Out of the city limits of Ames, Iowa. Paved road. Gilbert School District, if that means anything to you. Which better. Where are you at?
I am in the communist country of California with Governor Hairgel over here.
I mean, it's country.
No, but I do a good amount of business out there. I do have multiple partners out in Iowa. So whenever I see a property out there, I definitely pick up the phone to see if it's a good deal for me or not.
Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful house on a 3/4 acre lot.
Okay.
Restaurant, you described that correctly. Yeah, I did. We got trees around us. We've got a nice deck. It's 5 different levels. Some people like it that way. Some people don't. We've lived here for how many years, son? We've lived here for 47 years.
47 years?
Had it custom built by one of the best Ames builders. And we've taken damn good care of it.
Oh, sounds like plenty of memories you got there.
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't be moving it except that we're at an age in life where the stairs and stuff like that, it's time to get into a more senior type situation. I mean, we both had some health issues. We're doing pretty good right now, but, we're at that age in life where it's time to move along.
Yeah, I was actually just going to ask that. It sounds like you guys kept it in good condition. What got you looking to sell? So just more to just downsize, huh? Sounds like it.
Yeah, well, it's way more house than 2 people at our age need. And the stairs at this age in life, I can do them, and my wife can do them. But we want a much more simplified living quarters.
Understandable.
And we got so much space, it's kind of like we're paying taxes on a lot of space we don't utilize that much.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we'll mess it when we want to have holiday things with family. Yes, we'll mess it. But we're moving into a nice senior facility in Ames. This is outside the city limits. I don't know if you knew that.
I do, and I do see it. You guys got a place? You guys got a place picked out already, or?
Yeah, we're all squared away. I think we paid for it now. If I'm not mistaken, didn't you take care of that? That's all paid for.
Oh, wonderful! When are you guys moving?
Well, pretty quick. 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh, wow! That is awesome.
Yeah, I guess it's awesome. we did talk to a realtor. I don't know if we've signed anything yet, but we were planning on using it. But my wife says we will use it.
You guys will use the realtor. Well, I mean, at 460, you might have to use a realtor. If you don't mind me asking, how did you guys come up with that number?
Done a little research. I'm a 50-year, very successful life insurance salesman, so life is really long-term care.
Oh, wonderful.
I'm a business degree out of Iowa State University. My wife's business. What was your degree? How did you? Textile clothing design. We're educated people. We know what we're talking about. We know the community. It's a beautiful community. We're outside the city limits. The housing is very nice. It's not ultra plush, but it's above average, way above average. And in the paved street, this street we live on, people in Skycrest Drive own the street.
Mm-hmm.
And we started out a gravel street years and years and years ago. I'm just giving her some background now. We lived in another house up the street, which was very nice too, another split level. But we had this one custom built by Friedrich, which is one of the best builders in age. I don't know how much building of houses they do anymore, but they used to build some beautiful, beautiful houses, and we own one of them.
Nice. Okay.
And they're a long-standing firm. They're still in business, but I think they're more into the rental business now. I don't think they're doing much construction. I don't know for that fact, but I've kind of not kept up with them.
Got it.
Quality people, and they built this house very, very well. It's solid. We were right up the street from the house when they built it, so we got to oversee. And not that I know much about construction, I don't.
Got
I knew
it.
the people, and that was more important than knowing a lot about construction. Because when you know the people, you can ask questions and get straight answers.
Absolutely. By the way, just to let you know, I used to work for Northwestern Mutual, so I sold.
Me too.
Did you really?
You know, did you live in Iowa?
Not in Iowa, out in California. Out in Woodland Hills. Chrisman Financial, back in the days.
Yeah, I started my career with Northwestern. Wonderful company.
Great company.
Pardon me?
It's a great company.
You edited. And Mass Mutual likewise, a very good company.
That's another one. That's another one that tried taking me after I left Northwestern. So.
Yeah, well, I switched to them. Actually, I switched to Connecticut Mutual, which merged with Mass Mutual.
Yep.
And I sold insurance for 50 years. Life number of $1 billion round table, CLU.
Ah, you got it. You were exactly who I wanted to be, but I was too young and stupid back in the days.
I was about 21 when I started, but I'm going to Iowa State, and I graduated from Iowa State.
Yeah.
People at Northwestern were good associates with good people. So I got a good foundation there. And I have people, Connecticut Mutual people that I've shifted to are likewise very excellent people. And then we merged with Mass Mutual. And, so that's kind of my journey. I love policyholder-owned companies.
Exactly. You got to get that dividend.
Well, the knock-on mutuals was some of them were pretty mediocre. They ran, but not Northwestern, not Connecticut Mutual, not Mass Mutual. And there's several others that are very fine companies. New York Life, I think, is a fine company.
New York Life, yeah. Those are the top 3 for me, at least. Well,
that's why.
Just sorry to cut you off there, but just kind of going back to this property of yours. So you guys said you were moving 2 to 3 weeks. Gotcha. Do you guys? I'm assuming you guys own this outright, or do you still owe any mortgage on this?
We have a bit of a mortgage on it, and there's nothing we can't take care of if we have chosen to pay it off because it's low interest and
Got it.
very much support. We'll pay it off at point of sale.
Wonderful. Okay. Yeah.
Please,
If,
as they say.
Ron, if you don't mind me,
Go ahead.
sorry, Ron, you were just cutting in and out there. If you don't mind me asking, knock on wood, if this doesn't sell on the market, or if I don't buy it, if it doesn't sell for the next 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, are you guys going to rent it out? Like, what's your guys' plan?
It'll sell. You know much about Ames, Iowa?
I do a little bit. I probably don't know as much as you do. You've been there for 47 years.
Well, Iowa State University is here, and it's a quality, high economical environment. Tell them a nice house like that, like this house is, shouldn't be much difficulty. Now, don't be haggling on the price, depending on who wants to buy it.
Yeah.
If they get me close enough to what I'm asking for, I'll probably sell to them.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason why I asked Ron is because I'm looking at just the comps in the area, and I am not. I mean, I even went out usually I like it to be within a quarter of a mile radius, but I went all the way to 3 miles, and there's really nothing that's selling with a 4 in front of it except for 2 different houses, one for 540, one for 790. But the big difference is both of those were built in 2020 and 2023. So it's kind of hard for me to be in that price range if 2020 house versus a 1977 house. You know what I mean?
I know what you. The reason I would defend the price I'm asking for, or something close to it, is that I know what the housing is all around me and all throughout me, and I know what the price of all housing in Ames, Iowa. I don't know if you kept track of it. It's went way up.
I understand. So, quick question for you. I'm sorry, what was that?
I say I never dreamt it would be this valuable, but we built it. What was it? 57 years ago.
Yeah. Looks like you guys built in 1977. At least that's what it shows here. Well,
yeah, that's when it was.
Well, quick question for you, Ron. If I were to remodel that and make it look 2024, 2025, how much do you think I can sell it for?
If you did what now?
If I remodel it and make it look 2025, how much do you think I can sell it for?
I have no idea about that. I'm not that gifted in what do you mean by remodel. It's a split level. I don't know how much money you want to spend on changing. It's a pretty damn nice house the way it is, but
okay.
You know something.
Got it. So let me ask you so I can get a better idea. When was the last time you guys did any type of remodeling?
Well, we kept it up throughout. I don't know that we remodeled it ever. It's a beautiful home. It's got different levels. I'm looking out on my deck that looks into the wood. We got the bird feeders, and you don't get to see very far because the trees with all the leaves can't, and that's okay. We don't care. I don't need panoramic view out the window.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I'm like, man, you guys got a great view. But
we got view, and we got a private street right out in front of us.
Yep. Now I completely understand. And by the way, I mean, you guys have got, you guys been there for 47 years. You got great memories. So obviously, you guys have done a great job maintaining the property. So as far as you and your wife are concerned, it's a perfectly good looking house. The thing is, when I buy this property off of you, Ron, and I'm sure you can understand this because you're a businessman yourself. I mean, you sold insurance. If I were to buy this property off of you, I would buy it as an investment property, not for me to live there, right? So at the end of the day, even though it looks perfectly fine for you, if my goal is to sell this on the market after I remodel it. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to sell it back to you guys. I'm going to sell it to a newlywed couple who's going to want 47 years of memories just like you and your wife did. You know what I mean? And so if they're going to put in top dollar to buy that property, then I'm pretty sure they're going to want to have that new house feel to it, the same way that you and your wife had when you guys built it in 1977. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe so. That stuff I don't understand.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Is like right now I'm looking at it. I think once someone like myself remodels it to make it look modern, like 2025, then we can sell it for 460, maybe 500,000. But that means I'm gonna have to put in money to make it look like that.
Well, that's maybe so. I don't know. All I know is I've looked around what our houses are selling. I know what I put into this house originally. It's a lot less than 465. But I also know that everything all throughout the Ames market has went up, and up. And that's why prices are where I am. I might accept an offer maybe 10 or 20,000 lower.
Yeah.
But, try to move, but not much more than that because I got a quality house. And I don't have a gun at my head. Yes, I'd like to get into a one-level facility. We picked the place out. We already bought it. I mean, I made a lot of money, so I could afford to buy the house without selling.
Yeah. So I think no, I completely understand, and I'm not trying to disagree with you in any way, shape, or form. But I think the best bet for you is to put it on the market with a realtor, because put it this way. Yeah. No, I understand. I think that would be your best bet, Ron, because a cash buyer like myself, I mean, obviously our goal is to make a little bit of profit. I mean, I'm not trying to hit a home run, but I got to make some.
Yeah, I'm doing this just for something to do.
Exactly.
To make money. You don't blame you.
Exactly.
And this might not be the best house, and I might not be the best prospect. Because I'm going to get my money worth. If it takes me 6 months, a year, so be it. I don't think it'll take me more than about a month.
Absolutely.
I think it's a great community, and there's a fairly good number of people that are fairly like, well, give me 465, maybe not, but I'll get some, give me somewhere not too far south of that. If I just trying to take my time and don't get excited. I mean, I've had some people say, oh, you want to price it 425. Sounds fantastic, but it's worth more than that, and I damn well know it. I'm not in real estate, but I've been around. It may not be worth 465, but somewhere in between that 425, and I got to get a lot higher than 425 before I'll be satisfied.
Yeah, I completely understand. Well, Ron, if you don't mind, I will maybe send you a text once in a while, maybe every other month, just to say hello, see how things are going. And if for some reason, in the small off chance it doesn't move, I hope it does. But if it doesn't, feel free to reach out to me, and I can always revisit with you. Okay?
Yeah. If it don't move, then I'm gonna have to rethink my pricing. But
that's right.
This is prime time in the real estate market to be viable.
It is.
If you don't sell in the next 60 days, you're starting to swim against the current. I have a house that's right up the street, 4 houses up Prospect. It's another split level, not quite as nice. It's a big lot, but not as nice a lot. It has a big tree. We had stick trees back in those days. It's a damn fine house. I don't even remember what I sold it for. And I sold it to one of my clients. I was in the insurance business for 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a fair price for that particular house at the time. I don't have a very good memory. That's why I can't quote you exactly what I got for it back then.
Yeah, I completely understand. Well, Ron, I absolutely.
They love it.
Absolutely, no, I completely understand. Well, Ron, I absolutely wish you the best, and then let me know if things change in the future.
I got it. You send me some stuff, and we'll consider everything.
Thank you. I'll show you a text. All right, bye-bye. I stayed on that call a little too long. Hey, Edward, were you guys able to hear all that? You guys were, right? I wasn't muted or anything.
Yeah, you could hear it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It sucks. Tasia just had to leave. He was just about to go over to you, right?
Yep.
My bad.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I heard a little bit of it. He
Yeah,
was still making calls. Didn't seem he was motivated.
No, he's way overpriced, dude.
Yeah, it sounded like it once you started having the conversation with him. I was like, oh, it's probably way overpriced.
Yep. I had the perfect line for him too, which I'm gonna put on my notes. So when next time I talk to him, that's what I'm gonna tell him.
What was the line?
Do you know anything about life insurance?
Very little.
All right, so there's two types of life insurance. There's the term insurance and there's the whole life insurance. Have you heard of that before?
Yeah.
Term is like renting, so it's cheap, but you only have it for X amount of years. Whole life is more expensive, but it's like owning a house because you have it for the rest of your life. That's why it's more expensive. So the next time I talk to him, if he's still in the wrong price mode, I'm just going to tell him, you're selling me a term insurance policy with a whole life insurance price. And he'll understand. I was going to do it here, but there's no motivation that even if I were to throw it, it ain't going to hit him. I'd rather have the market tell him like he's wrong, and then I can tell him that, and then he's going to be like, okay, I get it. I'll listen now, you know?
Mm-hmm. Is that what y'all were talking about when y'all used to work like in the same company, it sounded like?
Yeah, we used to work for the same company, but obviously he's a lot older than I am, so he was probably
like a life insurance
by the time
company?
I started. Yeah.
Oh.
So I know you talked about TU, so I'm not going to ask about that anymore. But I'm going to go ahead and hop off, man, because I need some sun. I always like to take an hour, 2 hour break in the middle of the day during dead hours and just recharge and get back into it again later.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that too, because I usually do that where I'm like, just make calls from 10 and I'm just going back and forth and like kind of burns you out for sure.
Yeah, man. Like I like getting into the sun, like walking bare feet, just ground myself, and then I'll take a quick nap if I have to. But like starting like as long as I start making calls again between 2 to 3, because that's what 5 p.m. 6 p.m. Florida time. You know what I mean? 4 or 5 p.m. In other words, I just like to call once they get home from work. So.
Okay.
That's what I like to do. Cool. All right, man. I gotta get going. I think I'm gonna hop on, do live a good chunk this week, maybe every day. Because I used to do this every day, but I haven't done it. So I was like, man, I need to get back into it again.
Yeah, man, I'll hop in. For sure.
Cool. All right. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. By the way, I heard, is that your kid in the background?
Yeah, that's my daughter. I was about to
nice.
always like go out and play with her for a little bit.
Yeah. How old is she?
She's 2. Yeah, she's
nice.
2. So,
oh my gosh, a lot of fun right now. All right, well, go have fun with her, man. I'm gonna end this right now. For everyone else, if you guys like this, if you're new, hit that subscribe button. Smash that like button as well if you liked it, and then obviously if you learned something here, any key takeaways, any gold nuggets that you picked up today, drop it on the chat or drop it on the comments so that for any new folks that will be joining, they can at least see what they can learn out of it. It would really help the next person out. All right, you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys most likely tomorrow. So just get on my YouTube. You'll be able to see it. And till next time.